Hi, I'm Paul Friedman, founder of the Marriage Foundation, and today's topic is very cool. I like it because what it does is it defines marriage in a way that most people don't understand and should. So the topic is communicating in marriage, how to communicate in marriage. And what is so cool is that you have to then look at how marriage isn't like any other venue. You know what a venue is, right? It's like a church is a venue, school is a venue, the drugstore is a venue. Every place where we put ourselves, sort of the stages in life. You know, okay, I'm on the stage where I have to go to motor vehicle department and renew my license. That's a venue. So the venue of marriage isn't like any other venue. It's unique. So really, to get at how to communicate in marriage, you need to understand the venue, right? Because in a particular venue, it sort of dictates how to communicate. Here's a for instance. You go to a funeral. I know it's morbid, but you go to a funeral, you don't tell jokes, right? You communicate in a way where it's reflecting the venue, the somberness of the situation. So what is the venue of marriage? Well, then you got to look at, why did you get married? Why does anyone get married? There's really only a primary reason, and that is to be happier in life. And you could say, well, I wanted this, I wanted that. Sure, but all of those things lead to, I want to be happier. And then you have to ask, and here's where it gets really cool, what is it about marriage that makes you happy? Now, a lot of guys are going to say, well, I have sex without going through all the nonsense. Women say, well, I have protection and companionship and the ability to have children in the proper context. Sure, but there's a more overreaching quality in marriage that you can have pretty much only in marriage that really brings you a lot of happiness. And remember, all of this is coming back to the question, how to communicate in marriage. Well, what is that thing that makes you happy, period? That thing is called love. To be more exact, because, you know, the Greeks have defined all kinds of love, and people talk about, I love that dress, I love that car. Unconditional love is an amazing thing. Unconditional love. So you got that from your mom. Okay, and I know I should say you got it from your dad too, but it's different. You get unconditional love before you're married from your mom, and what happens is there's this subconscious drive to seek that unconditional love for the rest of your life because you're going to outlive your mom, and that's in your spouse. See, what I'm doing is I'm trying to break it down for you so you can understand not just how to communicate in marriage, but the importance of communicating in a particular way. So in order to do that, I'm showing you why you got married is so that you could have unconditional love. To be more precise, it's so you can learn how to love unconditionally. Now, I kind of turned that around, right? First I said, well, you want unconditional love? Well, you're not going to get it from your spouse in a way that's tangible. The only way to experience that love is by giving it to your spouse. And that's another topic all unto itself. But trust me on that, it's not a, well, if I give it, I'll get it kind of thing. No, by giving unconditional love, you're receiving it as it flows through you. Now we're getting to how to communicate in marriage. So your mission, you might say, in being married while being married, why you got married, is to experience unconditional love. You can only experience love by giving it. Yes, you can't experience it when someone else gives it to you, although you experience some of the attributes. So, how do you communicate? It's becoming self-evident, isn't it? You communicate in a way that makes the mind your tool to experience the outflow of unconditional love. Okay, I need to repeat that. Your mind belongs to you, right? It's under your control. So you teach your mind how to communicate in a way that taps into your heart. Another word for heart is your soul, because you are a soul. And that is how you communicate in marriage. So it's purposeful. You're communicating in marriage, and I have to do a comparison now. You're not communicating in marriage in order to manipulate your spouse. No, no, no. Don't do that. You're not communicating in marriage in order to get things, be it sex or toys or whatever. You're communicating in marriage for the purpose of experiencing that which will bring you the greatest happiness, which is unconditional love. So you learn how to control the mind, your mind, so that instead of tapping into these needs, quote unquote, you're tapping into the supreme need of experiencing unconditional love, and you train your mind to do so. Now, I gave you a look of like, right? And I know it's not that easy to get all the time because we live in a very material world. But you didn't get married for material benefits. You got married, let's go back. You got married to experience happiness. The greatest happiness comes from unconditional love. You know that. You got it from your mom. And so your desire, your drive is all for marriage around that premise. How do I experience this happiness? How do I get unconditional love? You get it by giving it. And so you give it by training your mind to do that. Tapping into the part of you that's soul rather than ego, than mind tied to the body. It's simple yet complex, right? You may want to look at this video a few times until it really sinks in, because it's a huge, huge thing. So maybe you came to this video expecting to learn techniques, and I'm going to teach you techniques in other videos, and I have, but that's less important than what I've shared with you. It's very important for the benefit of your happiness to understand fully what I've shared with you. So, if you like this, and maybe you're going to need to watch it a few times before you can say that, because I know it's new stuff. If you like it, let other people know about it. Like it, and then share it with others. If you have comments, put something in the comment box, and have a very nice marriage. Blessings to you. Blessings to your spouse, and blessings to your family.